So, on today's episode of White Gay Men Are Always the Worst, we're looking at a disturbing trend of white gay men, in particular, aligning themselves with the MAGA movement, which makes no sense. And it's become very clear to me that white queer people, white gay people, will always choose their whiteness over their queerness, even though the knives will eventually be turned on them as well. And that is for sure going to happen at some point if they keep going down this road. And it's very disheartening and frustrating to watch. So we can look here and. Okay, Donald Trump's big gay government. This is an article from August. The A gays, they're mostly out. They're proud to work for for President Donald Trump, and they have big jobs inside or alongside this administration. They wield influence all over town. The most powerful out gay man in the Trump administration is Scott Bessent. There are a handful of others in the Treasury Department. Other A gays include Tony Fabrizio, the president's longtime pollster, Trent Morse, an outgoing deputy assistant to the president, Richard Grinnell, who was put in charge of the Kennedy Center, Jacob Helberg, an undersecretary of state. These are just some. There are lots of other lesser known men who make up the tribe. They're overwhelmingly white and tend to have a certain kind of look. Closed cropped haircuts, window pane suits. They're not the type to be telling anybody about their pronouns or using the word queer. And they aren't the least bit offended that the leader of their party continues to stroke a moral panic about transgender people. And let's make it clear, all of these people have the right to exist and be proud and out and openly gay because of transgender people. That we would not have rights if it weren't for transgender people, more specifically trans people of color. So this entire, like, it's so antithetical to the cause, and these people are evil. They're gay, but they're still Republicans. Part of the A-gays' power comes from the fact that they mostly stick together. So this is because nobody fucking likes them. They have to stick together because who else is gonna fucking fuck with them? Like, nobody is going to fuck with them who won't even stand up for themselves and the people in their own community. So they have to stick together. They have no fucking friends. And even most of the people in the Republican Party don't even think they deserve rights. That's ridiculous. Like, what do you do? Like, you're feeding the hand, like, you are willingly feeding the hand that's actively biting you. Like, the gay men who work for him here are keenly aware that they are in hostile territory. They still relish in it, though, surrounded by other gay men who consider themselves deluded traitors or worse. Well, yeah, they are. At gay bars around town and on dating apps, they are either iced out or confronted about the things the president has said and done. He cut AIDS relief around the world and HIV vaccine research, they were really close to getting a HIV vaccine, and he just nuked it. And he cut funding for LGBTQ plus suicide prevention services. His defense secretary announced during Pride Month that a Navy vessel named after Harvey Milk, a legend, would be renamed. Perhaps most worrying for many gay people is how conservative the Supreme Court has become, thanks to Trump. Could same-sex marriage go the way of Roe? It's not out of the question. And that fucking fat-ass evil cunt bitch from stepped out of her fucking trailer to come out and, what's her name? Kimberly or something? That evil cunt. She is one of the worst people on the planet. Mind you, she's been married 4 times to 3 men. How you get married twice to the same man? You dumb bitch. Like, what are you talking about? Like, no. are you mad that like other people are gonna like have the right, like you want all marriages to yourself? Like what? If anything is disrespecting the sanctity of marriage, it's being married 4 different times. Like, fuck you, bitch. Gay Trump appointees interviewed for this article, some of whom said they weren't authorized to speak on the record, dismissed such opprobrium as overheated liberal whining. Are you blind? Like, I don't. They argue that the battle for gay rights has basically been won, and that there has never been a Republican as friendly to the gays as Trump. Oh my God. I don't understand this like willful ignorance, willful blindness, willful stupidity, willful cuckoldry. Like like pick me. You have to pick me. If you pick me, maybe I won't be on the check. You will. The knives will be turned towards you as well. As soon as they get rid of, as soon if their plan goes, oh well, first we'll go towards the trans people because we can get the most people angry at them, and once we get rid of them, we're gonna go after the gay people because the gay people are kind of on their side right now, and we'll work towards that. And you are just like, well, I'm gonna go work for them, like, blah, blah, blah. Like, eyes over here. Like, what the fuck are you doing, you stupid bitch? Like, and I want to point out that they specifically said that they argued the battle for gay rights has basically been won. Motherfucker, it's all of us or none of us. You can, like, all of us are not free until all of us are free. Like, it doesn't, like you just because you as a white gay man has gotten the some rights, some equal rights, does not mean that our community has. And we have to stand up for our siblings in our community, and you are just a little bitch serving Satan. For his political turn, Trump mostly talked publicly about gay people the way one might expect of a New Yorker in show business. He once asked a contestant on The Apprentice if he was a homosexual. When the man said he was, Trump replied, I like steak, somebody else likes spaghetti. That's why they have menus in restaurants. It's a great world. Well, I wish I could fucking say that today. Like, what? He allowed gay people to join Mar-a-Lago when other clubs in Palm Beach still discriminated. One of his associate One associate of his said that in the period when Trump was preparing to become the presidential candidate, he privately explained his thinking on gay related policy issues, such as marriage equality, this way. I love the gays. They pay the most for weddings. Yeah, notice how it says privately. He won't say this publicly because he needs to signal to the worst people in America that he does not like them and they need to vote for him for this way. Like he doesn't give a fuck about these things. He's good friends with Caitlyn Jenner, who's still at Mar-a-Lago. Like he does not care about these things, but he has to signal to the far fucking right who are full of fucking faggots themselves. Like, let's start with Nicholas Fuentes. That bitch is gay as fuck, in my opinion, and from things I've seen. Like that nerdy little faggot needs to shut the fuck up. Like, and why is he getting attention? This like demon little sewer rat. What? Go lay down, Mom. Okay. But then, okay, they paid most for weddings. But then he went on to pick his running mate, Indiana Governor Mike Pence, who believes in conversion therapy. He's a terrible person. Uh, who had a long record of opposing gay rights. And was the fact that the political base Trump had cobbled together and then needed to mollify included many gay-hating constituencies. He would never have made it without evangelicals, the worst people in America. I'm sorry. Once he got into office, he barred transgender people from the military. He recently mocked Pete Buttigieg's same-sex marriage. I don't like Pete Buttigieg, but that like his marriage is not my business. Like that's like the last thing I have to mock him about. bring any of that up to the A gays and they just laugh and insist no one can say with a straight face that MAGA is homophobic. These people are delusional. Like what? MAGA is extremely homophobic. Extremely homophobic. Make America Great Again is a movement that is extremely homophobic. They want to go back to a time when gay was listed as a mental disorder, aka 1973. Wasn't that long ago, only 50 years. Like, that was. This is what they want. They don't want you to be able to have the same rights as them. They are disgusting, evil people. The gay left just can't handle the fact that President Trump loves the gays, says Casey Flores, a 34-year-old MAGA gay who moved to Washington in April and started a job at the Kennedy Center as a fundraiser. That's like moving to, like, Florida to go be in Scientology. Like, that's insane. What are you doing? Like, what? What? This idea that Republicans hate gays, that's just so not the case, as clearly evidenced by all of us. Motherfucker, you are just like there to wash their like look you're just there in the meantime to like signal, be like, oh, we like gays, look, there's this racist homo, like, self-hating misogynistic piece of shit, we like him, yeah, look, and they're literally just using it to signal to the public. They're not. Ow, please go. Ow, that hurt. Sorry, my cat. They're not using this. They are not like actually okay with us. Like, it. That is a fallacy. Casey Flores said, referring to all of his gay friends who moved to Washington to work for Trump. That is insane. Like, that's like moving to Clearwater, Florida, like, out of the blue. That's weird. Like, what are you doing? We're so over it. We just want to help the country. Motherfucker. He has tanked every single pillar of that country. Like, I don't understand how, like, you're not helping the country in any way. Is it ever difficult as a gay man to stand shoulder to shoulder with evangelicals and people like Pete Hegseth, the defense secretary who has a history of criticizing policies allowing gay people to serve in the military? What the fuck? Mary, the people who doing the most gay stuff in the military are not the openly gay ones. Let's just be real about it, okay? He said, not really, said Flores. Nobody is meaner to gay people than other gay people. He insisted. Left-wing gays hate socially conservative Christians more than the group of people that hates gays. Yes, because you are a traitor. You are literally a traitor to your own community. Please go down, Mama. Please go down. You are like, there's no light of day for us to accept you. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? And no, the fuck we are not. They might be nice to you in like open, like, professional circles, but behind closed doors, they want you dead. They don't believe you should exist. This is ridiculous. Left-wing gays hate socially conservative Christians more than that group of people hates gays. That group of people. You mean like right-wingers who don't think we should exist? Like, that makes no sense. And I think that's on public display every day on social media and elsewhere. No, it's not. It's just like your tiny little group gets bullied because you are a traitor to your own community. You are a piece of shit. You are a cuck, a pick me little bitch. Like, I hate. Okay. Next. This is Scott Bessent, who eternally has had something in his throat. I don't know. He is one of the finance secretaries. He's one of the pillars of the Trump regime. He's a piece of shit. He is the one who has ties to the billionaire billionaires who have a lot of investment in Argentina, and once they, all it took was a quick text to Scott, and Scott was like, "Okay, we're gonna go bail you out." Normal people make a bad bet and they have to like just deal with it and eat the cost. But billionaires, they can just make a text to their friend, their other billionaire friend, Scott Besant, and then they can get bailed out and they don't have to eat that bad bet. They can just do whatever the fuck they want and still make money. So this is Scott Besant, an openly gay man. He's married to a man in part of the Trump cabinet. He's a, like, I have so many bad things to say about him before we even get to the the fact that he's gay and in this regime. It's fucking, so he is one of the worst people. So here he is talking about he basically says this is China versus the world because of the announcements they've been making, like using their leverage against with other countries against the US. All of these mega men, I want to say it's a failure to realize, but they know exactly what's going on. They know that every this trade war was started by their boss. Donald Trump is it's Donald Trump versus the world. We are all cozying up to China. We don't have the same, like most of our countries. I'm Canadian. We do not have the same opinions on China that you do. We do not have the same rivalry with them. We do not have the same. The Red Scare did not work as well in Canada. It was effective for some people, but we did not vilify China the way that the U.S. has. And where I'm from, there's a very huge Chinese population because there's like seven universities in my province alone. So there's tons of international students, and like like we do not have the same issues with doing trade with them, with dealing with them. Like, so it's not a we're not going to fall for this China versus the world thing. It doesn't make sense to the rest of us. And for him to come out here and say it's China versus the world when it's very clearly Trump versus the world is oxymoronic.
If some in the Chinese government want to slow down the global economy through disappointing actions and through economic coercion, the Chinese economy will be hurt the most. And make no mistake, this is China versus the world.
Not true.
They have put these unacceptable export controls on the entire world. And we are not going to let a group of bureaucrats in Beijing try to manage the global supply chains. If China wants to be an unreliable partner to the world, then the world will have to decouple. The world does not want to decouple. We want to de-risk. We should work together to de-risk and diversify our supply chains away from China as quickly as possible.
Okay, this piece of fucking shit. I need to like go back a little bit. We're not going to let a group of bureaucrats in Beijing try to change the global supply chain of the world. Bitch, that's what you're doing. You're trying to make everybody, but like what? You're trying to change, like steal all of our production jobs and our production plants that make us money here and take them to the US. You are trying to change the global supply chain of the world. And if China wants to be an unreliable partner, are you fucking kidding me? Donald Trump is the most unreliable partner to have existed ever on the global stage. That is a disgusting thing to say. The world is not. Why does he think that he's talking for the world? Mary, we don't. The people that we wanted, that the rest of us, society wants to decouple with, is America. We don't want to be a part of your like fascist bully dictator state. This is ridiculous. What the fuck are you talking about, you old fucking crow? We should work together. Yeah, we should. You're the one making it difficult, motherfucker. Oh my god. And like we're not really being coerced. We're just being asked not to work with you or they won't work with us that well. Like that's it's we get a lot more shit from China than we get from the US. I don't know what this delusion is that like Republicans have that America is the production hub of the world. I can't think of one thing that you make like cheap bad food that's like full of corn syrup and preservatives and like bad shit. Other than that, I don't know. Like you used to have a market on oranges, now you don't. Like I don't know what. Pretty much anything that you can grow in terms of crops, Mexico or Canada can grow. Anything you can produce, you have a lot of the things you produced. You do produce, you outsource to other nations to exploit their cheap labor. And now you are punishing those same nations for accepting a deal with you. It's so frustratingly stupid. Okay, next one. Peter Thiel. Peter Thiel is a fucking freak. He believes in the Antichrist. Meanwhile, he is the Antichrist. Um, the motherfucker is fucking crazy. He, anyways, has, he is pretty much solely responsible for the entity that is JD Vance, little smoky-eyed sociopath. He is a fucking little bitch. And he's also the CEO owner of Palantir, which is the company that basically has all of our data now because they have deals with the government and they were trying to help with uh, ICE to track down immigrants. Like this motherfucker, he wants all of our information and well, he got it. So well, got all of your information in the states. I don't know, but Vance may have never been in serious consideration for the number two spot on the ticket had he not won elective office in the major Rust Belt state in first place, Ohio, I think. Which ain't nothing good ever came out of Ohio. Like, sorry, but like, and big donors, particularly from the tech sector provided the rocket fuel he needed to advance in electoral politics. Vance's most prominent benefactor over the years is Peter Thiel, the iconoclastic tech pioneer and investor. Thiel hired Vance at his global investment firm in 2017, then he nurtured Vance's political rise, donating $15 million to his 2022 Ohio State Senate campaign and helping him win a closely fought GOP primary before going on to capture the seat in the general election. So, like, this is the whole. Back before JD was even JD, back when he went by his actual name, and he was a little chubby, like, didn't have the eyeliner. Then he got plucked out of obscurity by this fucking freak who may or may not be a lizard person. If you want to talk about lizard people, like, what are we doing? Anyways, God, he's creepy. Never mind. Okay. Before all of it, before JD, Peter Thiel just plucked him out of obscurity, brought him to Silicon Valley. He lost weight. He started wearing better clothes. He started wearing the eyeliner. Jennifer Welch from I've Had It podcast says that he got queer-eyed by Peter Thiel, queer-eyed by the Silicon Valley guy. So along with all of that, he completely influenced JD's politics and got him to basically just be a cuck for what Peter Thiel wants. And so Peter Thiel is behind a lot of this administration right now. Before He was a big supporter of Vance. He was a huge supporter of Trump in the 2020 or 2016 era, and he was the one who turned JD on to Trump. Like before Peter Thiel, JD was a never Trump guy or never Trump guy, and as soon as he got some money thrown at him, he was a Trump guy. The relationship with Thiel has been the most consequential for Vance. Their personal and financial ties formed long before Vance formally entered politics. At Yale Law, Vance attended a talk by Thiel about technological stagnation and the decline of American elites. So you think you're on the decline? Vance called Thiel's talk the most significant moment of his time at Yale. What a waste of an education, motherfucker. What the hell? You went to Yale Law? Are you stupid? Like, did you not pay attention? Wow. In 2019, Vance moved back to his native Ohio, where he started his own venture capitalist firm, heavily backed by Thiel and other elite tech investors. By then, he was flirting with a potential run for elective office, and Thiel was encouraging him. By the time Vance finally took the plunge in 2021, he had been transformed from one of Trump's most vitriolic critics. He once called Trump an American Hitler in private messages to a friend, more like Mussolini. Nazi Yahoo would probably be our Hitler, into one of his most effective defenders and fundraisers. So he had, by the time Vance finally took the plunge in 2021, he had been transformed into one of the most effective defenders and fundraisers for Trump. Thiel brought Vance to his very first meeting with Trump. Like I was saying, before Thiel, JD wanted nothing to do with Trump. He was never Trump, hated him, called him American Hitler, and then all of a sudden, this fucking faggot with a fucking couple $1 billion, like tons of fucking mint money. Hi, go down, mama. Go down. This fucking, this faggot with a fucking crazy amount of money started dumping money in his lap, and then all of a sudden he was a Trump guy. Thiel brought Vance to his very first meeting with Trump at Mar-a-Lago in February of 2021, according to the New York Times. In the 2022 campaign, Thiel made $15 million in donations to Vance's super PAC, Protect Ohio Values, a staggering amount from a single individual for a Senate race. Yes, it is a staggering amount. $15 million just to be for a senator. This is like, oh my god. These like creepy weirdo fucking billionaires are playing the long game. And Democratic leadership is playing like the baby step game. Like not even like baby steps, but still like 2 steps forwards, 1 step like back. Like it oh my god. It is not entirely clear what Thiel may have wanted in exchange for his largesse. Thiel declined to comment for this story. Of course he did. Thiel's philosophy has been described as techno-libertarian, but critics say it veers towards authoritarianism, which it does, and even fascism. He wrote in an article in a libertarian journal in 2009, "I no longer believe that freedom and democracy are compatible." What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What are you talking about, you fucking freak of nature? You are crazy. Lay down, please. Lay down. Oh my god. A co-founder of PayPal and Palantir Technologies. Yes, that was how he got a lot of his money to begin with. He was a co-founder of PayPal. He was an early investor in Facebook. And now he is Palantir and donates to fucking fascist freaks and an early investor in Facebook. Thiel also has business interests with the U.S. government. Thiel's interests in having Vance in office are not explicit, but there's no question he has business interests that could be benefited by having someone like J.D. Vance in his corner. There are at least some indications that Thiel's political generosity has translated into influence. In 2016, Thiel helped bail out Trump financially at the time when he most needed it, after the release of the Access Hollywood tape. He gave 1.25 million, and shortly after Trump's 2016 victory, Thiel was given an office at Trump Tower where he recommended candidates for jobs in the incoming administration. One was tapped to be chief technology officer, another was named to be the senior staff of the National Security Council. So he gave us some money, and now he gets to choose who's going to be part of the cabinet. He gets to get what he wants. Like, this is it is the most corrupt administration to exist. So these are, this isn't from, I don't even know what this is. Okay. RIA. Palantir thrives on Trump presidency. Shares of Palantir rose about 20% the day President Trump was elected president. The stock hasn't looked back, more than tripling since election day. Jesus fuck. Palantir has been a big winner under the Trump administration. This past weekend, the Washington Post highlighted some of the big government contract wins for Palantir as shown below. So they got a contract with the FAA, contract for unspecified services, part of at least $300 million in new and expanded deals. So there's contracts for the CDC, contract for unspecified services included in the $300 million total. Contract for, who is Fannie Mae? Contract for unspecified service, part of $300 million in new contracts. Jesus Christ. Department of DHS, $30 million in contract to track immigration enforcement. Like, what? Meanwhile, this motherfucker is an immigrant. Let's talk about that. This motherfucker was born in Germany, moved to somewhere else. I think South Africa, maybe. Which, another one. It's like, ooh, like, which I'm not saying South Africans are bad. I'm not saying Germans are bad, but the outliers of those societies are similar to outliers of this society, and now they run the government. State Department pilot program contract to use Palantir's AI for drafting diplomatic cables. U.S. Army. So he has like access. He's getting access to everything he could ever want. U.S. Army $10 billion contract to consolidate software procurement over the next decade. Maven Smart System, U.S. Army, 700, so almost $1 billion contract awarded earlier in 2025 for data processing and AI capabilities. Jesus Christ. So that's so much fucking money. Palantir sales have been rising rapidly, in part due to the contracts listed above. However, its earnings have been lagging as they have been heavily investing in their capabilities. Jesus fucking Christ. So, their stocks have tripled. They have all of these government contracts because he was responsible for getting these people into office. He partially responsible. He's not the only reason, but he was part of the reason these people are in office now. And because of that, he's getting all of these awards in the forms of billions of dollars of contracts. That is insane. God, he's the worst. Okay. Anyways, next. Sam Altman, another gay man. He is, oh my God, he is like coddling Trump's nuts. Like just the cuckiest of cucks. Him and fucking Zuckerberg. OpenAI's Sam Altman once warned America about Trump. Now he's partnering with him. Of course it is. And this, mind you, this was almost a year ago that this article was written. So just imagine all the everything that's happened since then. The day after President Donald Trump returned to office, Sam Altman, the CEO of tech giant OpenAI, stood behind the presidential seal at the White House and praised the newly sworn-in president. Idiot. The Trump announcement represented a stark reversal for Altman, who in the early days of Trump's first term, back in 2016, emerged as one of Silicon Valley's first and most vocal critics of the president. From 2016 through 2022, Altman repeatedly warned about what he saw as the dangers posed by Trump's leadership and his policies. During the 2016 campaign, he compared Trump to Hitler in 1930s Germany, and he called on other tech companies to stand against Trump in the early days of the new administration. He donated hundreds of thousands to Democratic causes and candidates, including $200,000 to help re-elect President Joe Biden in 2024. That dead old man in the ground. That when Joe Biden announced he was running for president before he announced he was dropping out, I could not wrap my head around it. I was like, that is the stupidest idea. Why is there nobody around him that's like, no, that's not happening. But that old dope on, like, no, motherfucker, you're not, like, why is America just okay with it being a gerontocracy? All these people are 2 feet away from the grave, and they're deciding what your future is going to be. Meanwhile, they're not going to be here. Did you see that video of Mitch McConnell fucking falling on air? Tripping on air? Like, that motherfucker has been dead for, at least a few years. And they've just been trotting him around weekend at Bernie's, weekend at Mitch. Like, it... Sam Altman once wrote on X, watching Trump more... oh my god. After Trump announced the Stargate deal, the OpenAI CEO appeared to address his reversal in a post on Twitter, writing that watching Trump more carefully recently has changed my perspective on him, and adding, I'm not going to agree with him on everything, but I think he will be incredible for the country in many ways. So now that he's actively, like, that America is living through a fascist authoritarian state, now that he is performing the actions of it's not just the rhetoric of 1930s Hitler, it is actions. And now that you've looked at that more closely, we have Alligator Auschwitz, the ICE Gestapo, like everything, the attacks on free speech, attacks on democratic cities, attacks on democratic leaders, attacks on, like, the left in general. We, like, Antifa is a terror organization, meanwhile it's an organization. Like, this is ridiculous. Look at him. Bunch of fucking cucks. Oh, and there's Larry Ellison, the motherfucker that just bought out fucking, what is it, CBS and TikTok. So it will be less pro-Palestine now. That's his whole goal. He's one of the worst people ever. Okay. Another gay man. Out and proud. Tim Cook, who is the CEO of Apple, one of the biggest tech giants in the industry. And he has cucked himself to this fascist authoritarian regime. And when this is over, all of these motherfuckers should fucking face... Anyways. This is a video from 2 months ago of... basically, he went in to go coddle Trump's nuts. I don't know. Like, they're all just bending the knee to the fascist, all the tech oligarchs. Let's play.
Maybe while we're up, I'll interrupt my own speech by you might show them a little bit about the product that you're going to be doing in Kentucky, Tim.
Absolutely. Do you mind if I step over?
Yes, please.
This bond was made in the U.S., California, and this glass comes off the Corning line. It's engraved for President Trump. It's a unique unit of one, It was designed by a U.S. Marine Corps corporal, a former one, that works at Apple now.
He's done well.
Designed it for you. And the base comes from Utah.
Okay, nobody cares. Basically, he's just like, oh, I'm going to come bend the knee. I'm going to give you your gold bar. I'm going to give you a little gift because we all have to suck up to you and give you your gifts. And, oh, it's a gold bar made by a former Marine. You're talking to somebody who dodged draft 6 times because they have, what, bone spurs? I don't know, like the foot issues. And meanwhile, he's the commander-in-chief of the military. Anyways, so this is Tim Cook, a gay man. Look behind him. Scott Bessent, a gay man. Howard Nutlook, not a gay man, but he is a huge hypocrite as well. They're all standing here. They're in this fucking ugly-ass Oval Office. Gold has just been thrown up all over that bitch. And he is here presenting more gold, a present for the president, because he wants his deals to go through. And it's just the biggest like round of cucks I've ever seen in my life. It's insane. You have the ability, you are the CEO of Apple. You have the ability to actually like push things in a better direction, and you are sitting here bending the knee and giving him a gift, coddling his fucking nuts. This demented idiot. Okay, next. Okay, so it's not just like oligarchs and people in the administration, politicians, blah, blah, blah. It's not just them that are the issue. It's also influencers, people in your daily life. Like, it's become very clear to me over the past year or so. Well, it always has been kind of, but like it's become very, very clearly evident who the gay men would be to finally be able to get to open a gay bar and make it whites only. Because like these are them. Like once you get to the table, you close the gate behind you, and it's so frustrating to me that white gay men, because of our proximity to the patriarchy and whiteness, we are often deemed to be the gatekeepers of our own community, which is fucking bullshit, because historically we're the worst part. And this is extremely evident with this fucking idiot. He's a fucking rodeo clown with a smooth ass brain, just a smooth brain. Whenever I see this motherfucker, like it's like a neon billboard in the back of my mind. One time that motherfucker said, and I quote, "I'll throw acid on your face, N-word," to somebody. That's the video that was on video, quoted from Jeffree Star's mouth. Hard R, not that it matters, they're both terrible, but like, I'll never be able to like not look at it. Okay, so this is him from a month ago, speaking on Charlie Kirk. He was live streaming, I believe, when it happened. I don't know what connection he had to Charlie Kirk. It's so fucking crazy that he, like, this motherfucker is one of the most idiotic tyrants I've ever fucking seen.
He encouraged everyone to speak about their beliefs, whether he believed them or not.
No, he didn't.
Lexi, I don't really care. Am I a Republican? No, I'm a person.
Those two things are not antithetical. Like you actually can be both, and you are. And
because I'm standing up for someone that passed away, I'm now being called names in the chat. This is what's wrong with a lot of you people. You will never get far in life.
If you're uncomfortable with the label Republican, Don't be one.
You are sick in the head. Someone just said they're unsubscribing from me. Thank God, please. Because if you believe in they and thems, you're part of the problem.
No, Jeffree Star, you are part of the problem. You are the problem. Like, you, with all of your privilege, you've been let inside the fucking club, and now you want to turn around and kick everybody else that's below you. You are a little bitch. And a stupid one at that. And what the fuck? Motherfucker, you've been wearing wigs and makeup and fucking purses and heels and women's clothes for 20 years on the internet publicly almost. Like, who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you, you dumb bitch?
If you're so stupid enough to go against science, please unfollow me. You can be whoever you want to be, but there's science and there's facts. You can pretend in your head you're a cat. You can pretend in your head that you're this and you're that. Good for you. You're still only A or B.
Not true. That's absolutely fucking untrue. And it makes me so, like, it gets me so fucking heated when it's gay men who are the ones to hate on trans people, because these motherfuckers would not have the right to outwardly be gay. He would not have the right to have long pink hair, and he would not have the right to be out and proud the way that he is if it were not for trans people, specifically trans people of color. And Charlie Kirk was an unabashed racist. He was a vile person. I don't care that he's dead. It doesn't really matter. Like, I would have said that when he was alive. I'm going to say it now that he's dead. Like, he was not a good person. He had terrible views. His entire, like, worldview was based on the fact that he hated black women. Like, he was a piece of shit with a gummy ass smile. Like a whole pack of fucking juicy fruit, bitch.
And the truth hurts a lot of you, I see. I see a lot of you still can't get over it. Sounds like a personal problem.
I don't understand how these people, like, get away with such, like, vile behavior. Like, what? You're an ugly human being, even despite, well, he is ugly, but you are ugly on the inside, Jeffree. And this is like, there's something deep down that's broken inside of you. And you are a freak of nature, and maybe you do believe this, but I don't think you do. Everybody fucking hates you because of your bigoted, racist remarks and your bad fucking behavior. You're a bully. You are treated everybody like shit over the years. Every single one of your friends that you've had for a long time, and the friendship has ended in the worst ways. And I have been, like, I was a fan of Warped Tour back in the day. Like, I've been on the internet for a long time, and I've been aware of Jeffree. He has had a history of doing these things and ending bad relationships because of his terrible behavior for almost 20 years. So this is just like, that's the reason that you're now capitulating to these right-wingers and these MAGA people and these fucking transphobes, these racists, because nobody fucking likes you on the left. So now you have to go signal to them that you're one of them, even though they'll turn the fucking knife on you. And motherfucker, you are a faggot. You are a faggot to them. You are a faggot little fairy princess bitch. They do not care about you. They want you dead. They don't want you to exist. So, like, it's...
While I've been live streaming, someone was just... And TikTok has guidelines, you guys, so I have to censor what I'm saying. I'm uploading my video right now. I am. Even though we're dealing with all of this, I'm uploading my video right now.
Who's we? You're not dealing with anything. You didn't know him. Like, a random... Like, a stranger was shot. Like, it was not... And you posting a TikTok is not... Like, bitch, you're just pressing buttons on a phone. Like, what are you talking about?
So yes, I am a grown-ass man that wears makeup. I will always be a male. My name is Jeffree. Jeff, if you were my father. He's the only person allowed to call me that. My name is Jeffrey. I am a male that likes cosmetics.
Okay, Jeff. Well, you might think and identify as a man, but to the people that you are sucking up to and being a pick-me to, Jeff, they are people who do not think of you as such. They think you are a T-slur. They think that you are a faggot. They think that you are just as bad as the rest of us. You literally dress like a drag queen every single day. They've been vilifying drag queens the past, I don't know, forever. Like, the only way that you are able to do, like, you are a dumb bitch. Jeff.
All these grown men going into women's bathrooms wearing wigs, you should all be in prison forever. You are the problem.
Okay. First of all, going into the wrong bathroom, I mean, first of all, that's not, even if I went into the wrong bathroom and I was like, oh shit, there's no urinals in here, left, that's not a criminal jailable, like, that's not a jailable offense, Jeffrey. Like, what are you talking about? You're sitting here from your high horse from Wyoming at your yak farm, where, like, from your oodles and oodles of money with oodles and oodles of privilege, and you're sitting here hating on people for existing, for literally just trying to use the bathroom, one of the most normal things a person does. And the exact same rhetoric that you are spewing out of your dumbass mouth right now is the same rhetoric that would be used against you. Like, trust me, you are an idiot. An idiot.
So a grown man that goes around the country debating people, spitting facts, was just taken out. And I'm not over it. I can't sit here.
Okay. There's a litany of things that we could, like, Charlie Kirk was not spitting facts at all. Speaking the truth, no. No. I remember one time, what was it? The Texas floods, where hundreds of people died. A lot of them were young children, young girls, at a Christian camp. And Charlie Kirk, it was like the day after, he was like, when I went on a show with his fucking big ass fucking head, he's up there, he's like, the Texas floods would not have been as fatal, nearly as fatal, if it weren't for DEI. Like, what are you talking about, you idiotic piece of fucking shit? What? I mean, it's not surprising because his entire, like, his rise to fame in the right wing sphere was because he wrote a like theoretical fantasy essay about how his like a fanfic about how his acceptance into West Point was denied because his spot was taken by a black woman, which it wasn't. There's no black woman. It was just like this like fantasy weird theory that he had, that now he hates black women, and he spent the rest of his life trying to like just spew enormous amounts of hate towards black people and especially black women. He is a piece of fucking shit. And I just wanted you to think, have you ever seen a black person standing next to Jeffree Star? Have you? Other than the ones that he sexualizes and uses to for sexual favors and to show off. Have you ever seen? No? Oh, okay.
Here and play with makeup right now. I want to throw up.
Then do it.
So no, I'm not a Republican. No, I'm not a Democrat. I'm Jeffree Star. Stop trying to label me. Stop trying to...
Motherfucker. Not 10 seconds ago, you said that the label of they them is not valid, That's you trying to label them as something they're not because they identify as they them. That is the truth. You said that men wearing wigs, grown men in wigs going into women's bathrooms, that's denying label like that. Like you are labeling them as a man, which they are clearly not. So like, and then you start screaming at people about them trying to label you as a right winger when you're spewing out like right wing rhetoric towards your own community. Like you are.
Label me. I am a male. I am a makeup artist. I am a makeup mogul. I am a business owner. I am a farmer. I am a rancher. I am a son. I am someone's cousin. I am someone's friend. Stop labeling me.
You is smart. You is kind. And you is important.
Y'all don't know anything about my beliefs. You just assume.
You're talking about them right now. You're saying, in order for Charlie Kirk to be out there spewing facts and like speaking the truth, it speaks to your belief. You would have to believe what he believes to say that. So people are just responding to what you were putting out there.
Because I said I was thankful that Trump brought back TikTok, I'm now being accused.
You are an idiot. Do you really think that? You are an idiot.
Of being a Republican. All I said months ago when TikTok was banned and my business could be affected tremendously, I said, wow, thank God Trump.
Money is the only thing that matters to these people. Money is the only thing that matters to these people.
Trump fixed it. Or I wouldn't be able to sell my cosmetics on this platform. I quit.
Oh my God, God forbid, God forbid, God for fucking bid, God forbid.
To TikTok. And people are upset because I thanked our president? Politics aside, biology will never change.
Okay. I hate this argument because these people are like willfully ignorant on this issue. Biology is not just biology. We're talking about sex. Is not binary. There's not A or B. It's not male or female. Intersex people exist. I believe it's like, I think it was like 1 in 10 male babies are born with some form of intersex characteristics or something like that. I don't know, but it's like a high amount of people. It's very extremely common and it's not talked about, but there are people born with male genitalia and ovaries, female genitalia and testes. There are people born with both. There are people born with, like, you, to say that biology won't change when you are ignoring a huge part of biology, it's extremely frustrating and it's so fucking stupid. Like, I don't understand how these people can just continue to like yap and will never ever learn. They will never just go learn. Like, they're yelling about biology, go learn it.
Why is that up for debate? Am I saying any of this? Because Charlie Kirk thought
it's not up for debate. You guys are just screaming it from the rooftops for no reason because you hate people. Like, you just want to feel better than someone. Like, that is what is at the core of this. You just want someone to dehumanize. You want someone to bully. You want some people to be beneath you. You are just like, even though structurally in America, as white people, everybody else is systematically beneath us, like in terms of privilege, and these people just want more and more. Like,
fought for the rights. He fought for the truth. He debated everybody, and you guys cannot.
Not true. Not true. He specifically chose college campuses to go debate so he could talk over and speak faster and like debate 20-year-olds as like a 34-year-old, like 31. I have no fucking clue. But if he wanted to debate people, he would go debate people like Mehdi Hassan, like actual intellectuals, not people learning to be intellectuals. Like it doesn't.
Argue that. You are delusional and you are mentally ill if you were trying to go against what I just said. I didn't say my opinion, I said a fact.
No, you didn't say a fact. You spewed out a bunch of opinions that were based in your hateful rhetoric that you just picked up from other people because you were trying to signal to right-wing people that you are the pick-me little bitch that you are.
I am Jeffrey Lynn Steininger Jr.
He's not Jewish. He's German. Right. Again, nothing against German people, but a lot of people who immigrated from Germany that were not Jewish back in the day may have been sympathetic to a cause.
That's who I am. I am born a male. Cannot believe I'm sitting here 6 hours away from a crime scene. Like, Utah's just right down there. He's just a couple hours away. And he was doing a debate at a college in front of thousands of people, and his daughter was there. And he was just taken out. I don't know how to process it right now. I'm like so sick. I'm honestly so sick by it.
That isn't connected to all of the shit that you just spewed out of your fucking mouth. Like, you could have just said that. Like, somebody died. Like, yeah, it's hard to process. I saw the video. I won't lie, I'm pretty desensitized. I'm a big horror fan, and I went to school to be a paramedic, so we had to watch a lot of videos of and see a lot of pictures of things like that. So I'm pretty desensitized, but I completely understand where people are coming from. Like when they see that video, like it is shocking. Like it's a jarring watch for sure, and we can comment on that without agreeing or saying that Charlie Kirk was a good thought leader or any of this bullshit that people are trying to like.
And I'm over here trying to like upload a video. And I'm over here trying to upload a fucking video about Hailey Bieber. Who cares about her? Well, you guys do. Clearly, she had a #1 launch in Sephora. It's hard when these situations happen and you are an entertainer. It's hard. It's really hard because you just want to stop everything.
An entertainer. Mary, you just prop up a phone and sit on TikTok live all day. That's barely content creation. Like, you're not doing anything. TikTok is a wasteland.
Everything and just leave. Like, I came on here to play with makeup and review these fucking Louis Vuitton brushes, and right now, I don't want to. He encouraged to leave them or not.
What a crazy psycho little bitch. Like, is it just me? Like, these people are fucking insane. They should not be accepted in society. And the only place that they are accepted in society is amongst all the other people who are not accepted in society. Like, from the top down, Donald Trump is a convicted felon, bad businessman who bankrupted like 6 companies, including casinos, which is like impossible. He was charged guilty of sexual assault, and the judge said it was technically rape. He is and along with that, there are like 25 plus other accusations of rape from this one man that is now the president of the country. He said, grab her by the pussy, said he would date his daughter if he wasn't his daughter. Like the list of things back in 2016 he called Latinos gangsters and rapists. Like this motherfucker, they are all the worst And for these gay men who have unbelievable, all of them are stated an unbelievable amount of privilege. Like, Jeffree Star is filthy fucking rich. Scott Bessent is filthy fucking rich. Fucking Peter Thiel is one of the richest people alive. Like, all of these people are extremely rich, and they are turning their back on their own communities to get more rich. What the fuck? You are a piece of fucking shit, and you deserve nothing. And when the knives get turned on you from the people that you're surrounding yourself with, I will laugh. The rest of us will laugh too, because what the fuck did you expect? Anyways, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you can. Bye.